Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
And I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to our 200th episode of Habibi Power Hour. Jay, can you believe it? 200.
I can't believe it. And you know what? I would like to think that Osama bin Laden is cheering us beyond the grave to see a couple of Habibis make it to 200 episodes without blowing themselves up.
Wait, without or with?
With yet.
Blowing ourselves up yet. That's right. So Habibis, yes, thank you for watching, listening, jacking off to this podcast.
Waiting
patiently. For 200 whole episodes.
Waiting 6 to 9 minutes patiently.
This is the definition of edging. You've been edging with us for way too long. It's Thursday, January 11th, 2024. We are 3 months shy of our 4-year anniversary, and we got 200 episodes in. We've been wildly inconsistent in terms of when we're doing our show. We've done it like every single night of the week at one time or another. We've sometimes uploaded it to one platform and then decided we weren't going to upload to that platform and then just did to another platform. It's wildly inconsistent. I don't know why any of our followers still tune into the show, but here they are. They're watching. They're in the locals non-pores chat that's happening right now, talking about how they're cranking their hog. Let's see. Master Thief says OBL's cranking his hog to tranny hentai tonight in hell, and you're on it, guys. I appreciate it. Ken and Hodges says that we're edging the entire way.
Absolutely. 100%.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also due to the fact that we are very relatable in terms of our boomerness, our porn choices, and the fact that we're all gay together.
Exactly. And to celebrate our 200th episode, we went ahead and got suspended off of Twitch.
I don't know how that happened.
Jay.
I mean, I should have known that, Fox being behind a paywall meant that it had like copyright restrictions, maybe. But I thought being a commentary that you could go over that kind of stuff. Like if we wanted to watch a whole movie, as long as we're commenting on that movie, it's fine to stream it.
I don't know if that's how it works, Jay, but let's just assume for the purpose of this conversation that you're right. Why would they do that to us?
It's because we're Arab. That's why.
It is literally Islamophobia.
That's what it was. It's 100%. They see, Jay Kobbe, what the fuck? Why is he on Twitch?
Is that what we're currently seeing right now? Oh, well, that's the funny thing is because we're streaming from your personal Twitch right now, Mujahid Kobbe, and I don't know if anybody has been on that I don't think you've streamed on that platform in like 3 years. So I'm actually, I would be very surprised to see if anybody remembers. They'll be like, holy shit, Jay's streaming?
Right.
This doesn't make any sense.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tweet it out.
You better tweet it out. So yes, that's currently what we're dealing with right now. So then we got to go to like copyright school or some shit like that. I checked my email real briefly. But yeah, it is what it is. That's why we're here on Rumble. Because we know that we can actually say what we want and stream what we want, sans hentai, and still not get suspended the way that Jake just got our account suspended off of Twitch. But anyways, we are in mourning, Jay.
Yes.
Some terrible news has befallen our beloved. If you're a fan of sports, I don't have to. Look, it was a tough day for a lot of people, tough 24 hours. And I'd say no loss is as hurtful as Chris Christie, a known famed baseball player with the fattest of upper pussy area that you've ever seen in your life, dropping out of the race. And there we go. Damian Toll over on Twitch with his Gatio ratio.
ratio.
Damon. But
honestly, I don't think since 9/11 have we lost these many heroes in one day or in even 1 week.
It is honestly too many to count. One death is a tragedy. Many like these statistics. Terrible. So here's Chris Christie.
Because I want to promise you this. I am going to make sure that in no way do I enable Donald Trump to ever be president of the United States again. And that's more important than my own personal ambition.
There's not a single person in that room who's actually like sad about him dropping out of the race. All of them are just being like, okay, I was told there was going to be free food. What the fuck?
Well, he ate it all before it happened.
it's exactly what happened. He fucking ate it all. Thank you, Chris Christie. God damn it. So on top of that, he gets caught on a hot mic saying that Nikki Haley's going to get smoked. Jay, before you got us banned from Twitch, you actually streamed both the Iowa debate between Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, and then the Trump town hall.
Yes.
Can you enlighten me and the Habibis who are currently watching? What the fuck did we learn from either of those things?
So nothing, and a little bit of something. So the thing that stood out to me on it was even though the town hall was only like 45 minutes for Trump, he still seemed pretty like engaged and energetic, and he still had some zingers that came out and pretty quick too. Like he still showed us like why he was and is the funniest president that we've ever had.
100% funniest fucking president we've ever had.
Ever. And then on the other side, we learned that Nikki Haley has a website because all she would do is just send out, go to our website, go to DeSantisLies.com, go to DeSantisLies.com, go to like literally every fucking time she had the mic. That was what was going on and what was happening. DeSantis had some good points. I think this was a better representation of DeSantis compared to some of the other ones where he's a little bit awkward. He still has some awkward tics and stuff. You know what I mean? When it comes to being on a debate stage. And also I called him a virgin.
Who a virgin? Ron DeSantis?
Yes. I said, if it wasn't for the kids, you would think he was a virgin.
Wow, Jay, that is like the most like weighted criticism you've ever laid on Ron DeSantis. Like you laid that on him busting his cherry. He got laid with your criticism.
Yes, but he definitely won the debate that night, I would say, and I think it would be a really good thing for voters to see him and Trump on the same stage. I think that's a fair.
You think we'll ever see that, Jay? You think we'll ever see that?
I really don't, because then if Trump goes on, he would have to answer for a lot of the questions that he would not answer with other people on the debate stage and being called out on it. Because one thing that happened on the town hall is that there was really no pushback from Brett Baer or the other blonde bitch that was on there too. When he would say a lot of things that were just complete lies, especially when it came to Fauci, it came to COVID, it came to the wall, when it came to immigration, when it came to when he folded for the Dreamers, when he folded to Schumer and Pelosi for the debate ceiling. He doesn't have any pushback when it comes to that. So he just says like just garbage lies when it comes to it and when it comes to Fauci. I mean, the only reason why he hated Fauci was because the media was praising Fauci over him. I mean, you could see a tweet that he did back in, I think, 2018 or 2020, when he would say, the media is praising Fauci when I'm the one who ordered all of this, when I'm the one who put this stuff in place, and they're not praising me because it's just more of the fake news.
Yeah, it's such a double-edged sword with him because like he wants to take credit for the things that that the libs are like still celebrating. So like the COVID vaccine, which is a very weird thing to be at this point in 2024 to be bragging about. Because if you remember, and before the vaccine actually came out, you had people like Wajaha Ali and all these MSNBC type, resistance wine mom liberals who were crying at the fact that they're all going to die because they thought Trump was literally in the lab making the COVID vaccine himself.
Right. And then the fucking script switched because these liberal white moms are like, if you're not vaccinated, you're going to kill us all.
Exactly.
It's such a weird dynamic when it comes to Trump. It really is.
Yeah. And so like you have people like Candace Owens who'd be like actually confronted Trump about, credit to her. She actually stayed consistent on it. Even back in like the very first like month of the lockdowns. And I think there was like talk about vaccines. She said she would never take a vaccine. And I mean, there isn't any proof that she did take a vaccine, but it's not like she went out there with a vaccine card showing it off for everyone. And
Right.
She actually confronted Donald Trump about it after he left office about the vaccine. And it's interesting because in 2021, Trump was, still very proud and very, he's proud of Operation Warp Speed and the fact that they were able to produce a vaccine in such a short period of time. However, is it really the case that they produced the vaccine in such a short period of time and maybe they didn't already have it on hand and they were just like slow rolling it out? What I'm saying, Jay, is this is all a fucking plan. The plandemic is real, Jay.
It is. It really is. And he also went and he said that no one loves Fauci more than DeSantis as well. That's what he said. That's what Trump said at the town hall, which is also an obvious bullshit comparison because DeSantis was one of the first governors to completely do a reversal on all of the federal mandates that were coming out.
If DeSantis was really smart, and I don't know, look, I have not been paying attention that much to what's happening on this campaign trail simply because I'm kind of bored of it, but also like it's like a foregone conclusion that Trump's going to win. It's not like in 2016 where we were like, holy shit, he might actually fucking win. Like, this is the craziest thing ever. He's leading in the polls. What the fuck's going on? No, this is a lot different because he was already president. He's already been president. And if DeSantis was smart, Jay, he would go and say how he actually defied not Fauci, but Donald Trump because the buck stops with him as president.
Yeah, he did a lot of that stuff in the debate where he was talking about, look, if you're going to ask questions about Trump, we should have him up here so he can defend his record. He can defend, and he went on to say, like, defend his record on not building the wall, defend his record on immigration, defending his record on all of these things that he promised he would do and did not keep. That's he attacked Trump a lot during the debate last night.
What saddens me, Jay, the most is the fact that we probably won't ever really get a chance to see, like Trump may become president a second term, in 24. Like, if you were to ask me today, if there was absolutely zero cheating in the election, if you were to ask me straight up who would win, if I said if it's a fair election, Trump will win, like in a fucking blowout. Like, I don't think anyone can tolerate any more of the shit. I think Democrats are energized enough to go vote for Biden, considering over the last 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, we've had record inflation, interest rates soaring, housing prices soaring, nobody really having any fucking money, and we're being sold all of this bills of bad goods, it's telling us that the economy is fucking stronger than ever, and that's Bidenomics in action. No, I gotta say, Jay, everything about this fucking stinks. I don't think Biden is actually going to win based on any other reason other than cheating. That'd be the only reason he'd win at this point. Well, like, you basically, it would have, in order for the libs to get away with, or the deep state, I should say, to get away with any allegations of cheating, they have to throw this election in 2024. Jay, they have to throw it. I'm thinking, like, this might be my most boldest prediction. It's not that they won't cheat, it's that they won't cheat enough on purpose to get Trump the election, so that they can specifically say that they never cheated. Who am I kidding? They're gonna fucking cheat anyways.
Well, the thing that allowed most of this cheating to really happen is the fact of the COVID lockdowns, the mail-in ballots, the mail harvesting, all of that kind of stuff that stemmed from the end of 2020, when COVID hit hard. Mm-hmm. And everybody was scared on people getting COVID and allowing people not to vote in person. And right. instead of hunkering down on it, we just let it happen.
We let it happen.
So if we keep these type of laws and these type of because COVID's over.
It's over.
But
don't say that to Taylor Rent, Jay.
You can still do mail-in ballots. You can still do mail harvesting. You don't have to go in person to vote. You don't need ID. You don't need to do any of these type of things in order to make sure your vote is counted authentically and properly. And it just allows for a lot of miscounts, a lot of mail harvesting, a lot of dumps, a lot of these different things to happen. I'm not saying that it happens. I'm saying it allows it to really happen.
Yeah, and that's not even talking about like the election voting machine rigging that they can do, and also leave no digital trace, because when you're a hacker, you can fucking do that and get away with it.
My favorite thing that happened before the 2016 election was the documentary that you showed me. I think it was on HBO.
Yeah,
that the libs and Democrats wanted to push out
prior to 2020
to try and make
the 2016 election was stolen,
and to make it that President Trump was illegitimate and he could steal it again.
Yeah,
and they laid out absolute, like, the whole theory and facts and evidence on why the voting machines are easily rigged.
And on top of that, if you watch it, and I assume I've talked about it enough times, where just by watching it, they lay out the entire case of how they did it, the entire playbook of how they did it in 2020. It's all projection. It's all bullshit. But
yeah,
we're not going to, we're not going to, whine over the past, but we're just going to use that as sort of knowledge for the future, aka what do they call it, Jay? Wisdom.
Yeah. So nothing matters, and let's just jihad all the way through.
Yeah. So you should just watch the Habibi Power Hour, get drunk, talk about the news, play video games, and make fun of people. Cheers, Habibis. In 200 episodes, Jay, who would have thought?
Not me. And also, like, I really want to give my condolences to you on one of the biggest heroes in your life.
One of the biggest fallen heroes in my life.
Yes. So Pete Carroll was ousted on no, I'm talking about Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was parted ways with the Patriots.
That's my team.
And it's honestly an end of an era. I just recently got into sports. Sports in general, because I'm trying to not be gay, but NFL specifically, especially because of our fantasy leagues that we've been doing for the past 3 years. And funny enough, this is the only year that I've actually been serious about it, and I didn't even make the playoffs. Funny that the other 2 times I made the playoffs, was undefeated against Carroll from Ohio. And the one time that I've invested my time to watching football every fucking week, I failed. Absolutely failed.
It's pretty great how bad you are at fantasy football, considering that you just started giving a shit this year.
I know, it's fucking hilarious. But to be honest, it was mainly injuries and all that kind of stuff. But let's not get into that because I'm going to fucking kill myself.
No,
I've been watching a lot of the history in the NFL. And one thing that really stands out is the fact that Bill Belichick is probably the greatest coach in NFL history. And Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback in NFL history. And the dynasty that they built in a time where there was a lot of these different kind of, I want to say, policies on salary cap, policies on drafting, policies on free agency, where it shouldn't have allowed them to dominate as much as they did.
Mind you, I think the salary cap was introduced in the 90s, if I recall correctly.
Right.
And after that, it became very difficult for many teams to become super teams. So the fact that the Patriots were able to do what they were able to do. Now, I'm from New England. I'm from Hartford, Connecticut. That's where I was born and raised. Been a Pats fan all my life and been a New England sports fan. The one team that I love more than anything that can never disappoint me are the Hartford Whalers, because they no longer exist. I have more Whalers gear than I have anything else, because that hockey was my first. That was my original. That was the first sport that I gravitated towards. I don't know why. I thought everything about it was fucking amazing. Try to learn how to skate. Then I moved to Pakistan, and then unfortunately they don't have any ice skating rinks out there. Wouldn't you? Who would have thought that they didn't have any ice skating rinks for me to try to learn how to play hockey in Pakistan? You know what they play in Pakistan instead of ice hockey, Jay?
They play in their own shit.
Besides that, they play field hockey.
Yeah, well, that and cricket.
Well, yeah, they play cricket. They're one of the, in terms of teams that have their own national cricket team, like Pakistan is usually within the top 3, every year.
Yes,
they don't win it every single time, but they have a better chance of winning. They're a bad good team because they're not fiercely dominant. In fact, I feel like the Pakistan national team, whatever. I feel like they oftentimes let their foot off the gas a bit, and they kind of let teams back in. But that's just my experience watching cricket. Don't ever go ahead and watch cricket. It is such a massive time suck. That is how you know how bored the people of Pakistan are, is that they're so dedicated to cricket, because honestly, it's fun to play. It is the most boring shit to watch.
It's worse than baseball. It worse than baseball.
Bad.
I mean, baseball to me ranks fucking low on fun sports to watch, and cricket is one of the lowest. Golf
is more fun to watch than cricket. I like watching golf.
Yeah, and there was a really great clip with Tiger Woods on one of Barstool's side podcasts where they were doing a long drive. So they had one of the
Oh, is that the one with
Barstool
Tiger?
guys do it. Yeah, one of the guys at Barstool did it, and it was a good drive. And then
What was
Tiger
it, like
Woods,
350?
yeah, it went pretty long. And then Tiger Woods goes on his knees and hits it from on his knees instead of standing up, and it goes fucking like much further, like 150 yards further than what the guy hit. It was wild to see, like the difference in it. The guy is a master. He's an absolute master.
I know that you've only just started like getting. I know you played like Top Golf and shit. You get out on the course and play golf. It is obviously it's a tough sport. It's not easy, but once you start like getting like into it, starts to be really fun. But you go and play against, say, if you go get paired up with a random group of golfers, and they end up being like not even semi-professional, but like maybe working their way. They may have been in a pro-am or something as an amateur. Bro, they are fucking legit. Like they are oftentimes, if a scratch golfer is someone who hits par. I fucking played against one of the Habibis like a year or two ago. Do you want to know who, Jay?
Carl.
No, it wasn't Carl. Carl can't travel outside Ohio. Remember, he's on house arrest.
Oh no, not Carl. Fuck. It's oh no, who was it?
Mrs. Brassenstein.
Oh shit.
Crying Brassenstein.
Oh shit. How good were they?
Dude, he's fucking good. Like really, like a scratch golfer. Like he's not even like professional. He just plays a lot, and he's fucking legit.
Oh shit, dude! I know it's wild to watch some of these people play. Like one time, and there's a Top Golf in California that's actually pretty nice. They have like a mini golf course that's like 100 yards per hole that you can play. So it's a lot of fun. And I was watching this father with his two kids who are like 12 years old, taking the 9-iron and just hitting it straight into the green. It was wild to watch, like how intense white people are with golf. It was wild.
My grandfather who passed, I used to play a lot with him as well as my dad. And what was so great about the fact that I got to play with them is that they got to see me at my like absolute fucking worst playing level. And that's what they'll always remember me as. They'll never think of me as a good golfer.
Oh man, but no, honestly,
it's only Bubba who's seen me improve.
We should live stream a Habibi golf day. We should absolutely do that.
Yeah, Cold Beer 69 says Habibi golf tournament in Florida, Rumble live stream. Yeah, we could probably pull it off. Now, Jay, so Bill Belichick leaving the Patriots, that hits hard, man, because wow, we really went off on a tangent there. That was a long-winded tangent, Jay. Now that I'm thinking, we were talking about Bill Belichick, and then all of a sudden we started talking about fucking hockey, Pakistan, cricket, golf, and then me being a disappointment to my grandpa and Bubba. Now we're back. So yeah, Bill Belichick, Nick Saban, Pete Carroll, all out in the last 24 hours. This is a pretty fucking wild statistic to check out. Come look at this. Bill Belichick, Nick Saban, Pete Carroll out in the last 24 hours. 904 wins between the three of them. 9 national titles, 7 Super Bowls. Now Pete Carroll, if you're not familiar, former head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, took them to 2 Super Bowls, winning 1. He was also head coach of USC Trojans. I believe they won, I think they won 1 national championship. And then
What?
he was actually head coach of the New England Patriots before that, where he took them to, I think, only one Super Bowl, or was that the Bill Parcells Super Bowl team? I'm
That
trying to
was the
remember.
Bill. It was the Bill
It was
Parcells.
the
I
Bill
don't think
Parcells.
Big Pete Carroll ever.
Yeah, Pete Carroll never took them
lasted.
to the Super Bowl. Yeah,
He didn't last that long either. He
lasted,
was like a very
3 seasons.
3 seasons. Yeah, he was really, really short.
Yeah. So, but Belichick, who's actually been around the way, he's actually never, not really he never played professionally. Only been a professional coach. Coached at the Cleveland Browns. He was a defensive coordinator. Actually, I don't know if he got to head coach. Oh, now I'm like blanking on it. Do you know, Jay, if he was ever head coach of the fucking
Jets?
God
Didn't
damn
he?
it.
Right before he was the head coach of the Patriots, he was the head coach of the Jets, wasn't he?
I think no, he was not the head coach of the Jets for like a day.
Yeah, it was like a day.
Literally a day, where he basically did. Yeah, he was head coach of the Browns for a little bit. In the early 90s. You know who was under? You know who coached under him at on the Browns? Jay, take a guess.
Pete Carroll?
Actually, Nick Saban.
Oh shit!
But maybe Pete Carroll was part of that too. I don't know. I feel like Pete Carroll was not part of the Belichick.
No, I don't think so. But I always hated Pete Carroll. I always hated the Seattle Seahawks. They absolute fucking garbage.
No, he was never.
And it's mainly because of my old boss back in California. Like, loved the Seahawks.
Pete Carroll
absolutely fucking loved the Seahawks, and they won that one time.
Pete Carroll was not under the coaching tree of Bill Belichick, at least in Cleveland. He was the defensive coordinator for the Jets from 1990 to 94. And then he was a defensive coordinator in 95, 96 for the 49ers. He was then promoted head coach of the New England Patriots in 97, got fired from there, and then became the head coach of USC for 8 years from 2001 to 2009. And then went on a 13-year run with the Seattle Seahawks from 2010 to 2023. When he first actually got the job on the Seahawks, I was actually pretty surprised because I had completely forgot that he coached in the NFL before. Kind of like, Jay, do you remember Nick Saban coaching in the NFL?
No.
But he did. You know, the gig right before guess where Nick Saban was before he coached at Alabama?
Eagles.
Dolphins.
Oh shit.
He was the head coach of the Dolphins in like 2006 before taking the Alabama gig. He was not a very good head coach in the NFL.
Oh, well, I mean, he has.
Is that what Johnny Micro is saying about Pete Carroll? Said dude can chew gum like nobody's business. I believe it.
That's absolutely true. But he was, I mean, in the Seahawks, he has a winning record with the Seahawks, doesn't he?
Pete Carroll? I mean,
yeah.
I think,
and he's been I think he's been to playoffs every time he's been the head coach.
No, but the exception of the last 3 seasons, he's missed the playoffs.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, because they missed it. I want to say, oh yeah, they had their first losing season since 2011 and 2021. In 2022, they didn't make the playoffs. Oh no, wait, actually, they did make the playoffs. They lost in the wild card round to the Niners, and then so they didn't make the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 seasons.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But I mean, he wasn't. I mean, it wasn't too bad for the Seahawks. I mean, they had that Legion of what is it? Boom, Legion of Boom. Those 2 years they made it to the Super Bowl. But I mean, it's going to be a weird season next season because you also have the Titans head coach that got fired as well, which was, I think nobody saw that coming.
Mike Vrabel, yeah. I don't think I saw that one coming.
Right.
I expected Belichick just because of how dismal this season was for the Pats. But
yes.
I didn't expect I thought maybe he would step down from GM. I did think that he probably would have just decided he wanted to, go to somewhere else. I didn't see Pete Carroll happening, didn't see Nick Saban happening, did not see Mike Vrabel happening. So with that being said, where do you think Belichick goes from here?
A lot of people are saying the Eagles. And there's actually a
what?
Yeah, there's a
the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Who is saying that, and what are they smoking?
So it was Adam Schefter. He keeps hinting that there's a mystery team in the Bill Belichick sweepstakes that hasn't fired its head coach yet.
So you think they're going to fire Nick Sirianni?
That's what's being hinted at. I mean, because that leaves out the Chargers because they already fired the head coach there. That leaves out the Washington Commanders.
I don't know why he would go to the Eagles. That doesn't seem like the right fit.
To me, it doesn't seem like the right fit either. To me, I always thought that it would be somewhere new, somewhere like outside of the East Coast. I honestly thought that it would be a good fit if he went to the Chargers, because the Chargers, they do have a good team. They have a lot of weapons. They have a good
and also it would not be a fucking betrayal against the Patriots fan base by going to the Chargers. You go to the Eagles, dead to me. Fuck Philadelphia.
Exactly.
Captain of 1,000 Suns.
I mean, especially, but I mean, did you watch the press conference?
Oh no, I did not. I'm sorry. It's been a busy day.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, the only time he was really he lit up when he was talking about his time in New England was when he was talking about the fans. Like he honestly almost choked up a little bit too. It was like the only time you really saw any kind of fucking emotion coming out of Bill Belichick.
I should go watch that. Yeah, Belichick's funny because in press conferences, like it's like talking to a fucking doorknob.
I love his press conferences.
You watch him in documentaries or just him being himself. It's like you flip a switch. He's like this like personable guy. He's like funny, making jokes. Like we got a bunch of clips we're gonna play right now. Stupid thing. Here, I'm gonna put my headphones in.
Your quarterback to some extent to drop down to number 3 on the depth chart at the most important position and still beat a good, well-coached team that decisively. What does that say about just where your team is right now, just how good it is right now?
I don't know. You've prepared to face this Peyton Manning-led offense more than 20 times in your coaching career. Is there one common thread that stands out to you over the years?
I guess, man.
Right, that you said Sean Lee visited you as a kid in Cleveland, or did I miss that when we were talking about you?
Yeah.
What was that connection?
Were you on snap face there when we were talking about that? Yeah. Well, he's a Pittsburgh guy, friend of a friend kind of thing.
Coach, do you think the fans have a right to know about what happened with Chandler on Sunday?
Yeah, I've already covered this.
You guys told them what they could build on something like that. You just say, okay, it was a medical situation. We don't try and find out.
I've already covered it.
Dylan, specific to Chandler, how much will what happened affect your usage? The way you use him in the game against the Chiefs. What happened on Sunday with him?
Well, we'll find out on Saturday. Like if you're actually cover the game plan, you can send it over to Kansas City if you can. I mean, it might be easier for all of us. I have multiple friendships that are important to me, and that's what that was about. So it's not about politics, it's about football. We got a huge game this week against a great football team, great organization, and that's where it all is going forward on Seattle. All right.
Coach, were you happy or annoyed that Trump read the letter?
Seattle.
the outside distractions on the outside. Given the nature of this presidential race,
Seattle.
did you find it?
Seattle.
Did you find it helpful to talk to your players about this? If any of your players talk to you about this, are there any
Seattle.
concerns about any locker room rancor as a result of this?
Lawrence Taylor was like that. I mean, Lawrence Taylor, he knew what every player on the field was doing. Lawrence would go out there and come in after the series and say, Coach, they're not blocking it the way you said they were going to block it. Here's what they're doing. Instead of him taking me, this guy's got me. He's helping. I could see that guy looking for me. If I come inside, the center's going to come off. He's going to pick me up. Go look at the film and say, yeah, you know what? He's right. Like, you can never get that from the sideline, but he can.
Having that both physically and mentally is really rare.
Well, yeah, that's what makes him special. I mean, that's what makes Tom Brady Tom Brady. It makes Randy Moss Randy Moss. It made Lawrence Taylor Lawrence Taylor. Those guys are just, they just have that 6th, 7th sense.
You don't want to get one of those death stares. You really don't. You don't want to be put in the corner. You don't want to have a timeout.
Will the quarterback position be evaluated this week?
Are you averse to having a future back?
What, like when Corey Dillon ran for 1,600 yards? Would I be against that? Yeah, I don't think so.
37-year-old.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Nothing about the future.
I love it.
Right now we're preparing for
I love
Cincinnati.
how he's like, we're talking about.
Pause it. Hey, pause it. What is that behind it? Does that say COVIDian? Oh,
Yeah, what is
it? What did he know? What the fuck did Bill Belichick know?
It's like one of those Simpsons episodes where they predict fucking everything.
That is astonishing. Ben, you need to fucking clip that. This. All right. When he said we're on to Cincinnati, what was the date on that? Hold on. I'm looking this up. Bill Belichick. We're on to Cincinnati. I think it was like 2014. It was 2014. We're on to Cincinnati. This is a viral moment from a 2014 interview because the Pats just got blown out by the Kansas City Chiefs. I remember that game. They lost 41-14. They went 2-2, and everyone was like, "Are the Patriots done? Is the dynasty finally over?" After that, Bill Belichick, as you just saw in that clip, we're on to Cincinnati. He said it 15 times throughout the press conference. We're on to Cincinnati, and he says this in front of a background that has COVIDian written. That is, what the fuck did they know? What did they know, Jay?
Honestly, he fucking knew. I mean, these people, they know things because sometimes they just have to sell their soul to the devil in order to get these dynasties going.
Let's keep watching.
We're getting ready for Cincinnati.
What is your responsibility?
I'm just asking, do you think you've done enough to help Tom Brady?
We're getting ready for Cincinnati, which it's hard to find anybody's role on our team that's the same every week. So, is there another part to that, or was that both parts in there?
I didn't think you were going to like it. I didn't want to end it with it.
Well, then we want to end on a high note. No problem. Go on a high note then.
Steven Jackson.
Let's just end on a high note.
And then
wait, what did he say? What was that?
Let's just end on a high note. So then another question came out. It's like, we're going to end on a high note. Then he just leaves. So this was tweeted out by the Patriots Twitter. Said, "What a ride. Thank you, Coach Belichick."
I'm tremendously excited to be here, to be a part of the New England Patriots organization. My basic philosophy in terms of winning football games is to have a strong, tough, physical team and to try to be as well prepared as we possibly can.
Corners are McLean and Aeneas Williams, and they play a lot of cover too.
Hold on. Hey, pause it. Did he call one of his players Anus Williams? Go back on. Yeah,
as we possibly can.
Corners are McLean and Aeneas Williams, and
Peninis
Williams.
Peninis Williams.
Peninis Williams. Okay, sorry.
They
I got
play
that
a lot of cover too.
Super Bowl champions, the best team in the National Football League. And the Patriots win in overtime. We're Super Bowl champions again. Back-to-back world championships, 3 out of 4. Yes, it's a dynasty. How we feel about playing for Bill Belichick?
We can't change the clock in my car. There's no clock.
We're on to Cincinnati. Would not say that I'm Mona Lisa Fido of the football world.
No days off. I see everybody to do their job. Intercepted! I do anything there. I do anything.
Man, what a fucking legacy. There'll never be another like Bill Belichick. God, I like creamed my jeans just watching that. You said there was there was actually a clip over here from, I think it was the one where he has a conversation with Randy Moss. Do you have that?
Yeah, I have it right here. Or is it?
So everything about this particular video is, I've seen this before, but if you've never seen this, you would never believe it's real.
I don't know why it doesn't. It's not.
Sure, refresh it. Refresh the page, you boomer.
I've refreshed it twice.
This is honestly, I'm ashamed to be your Habibi.
Try playing it off of yours. I don't know why it's not loading. I mean, I'm not doing anything different.
Okay, fine. Maybe they took it down over copyright strike. I don't know.
It could have been. It could have been what happened. But it was where Randy Moss convinces Bill Belichick to actually go to his Halloween party, and he goes as a pirate.
He goes as a pirate. It's one of the most. It's such a fucking gangster move. Holy shit! Let's see. Hold on. We can find this clip.
Speaking of gangster moves, this one right here, honestly, I thought was an absolute fucking amazing troll as well. So PFT commenter tweets out, my favorite Bill Belichick moment of all time when he made 40 seconds disappear against the Jets because Adam Gase had the audacity to decline the penalty.
Play clock winding down.
Delay of game, offense. This penalty is 4th down.
I remember this. This is so fucking funny.
Patriots took that on purpose, trying to give the punter more room. The Jets declined it.
I remember this. This is so good. Just look at the play clock. It's at
Patriots
10 seconds.
Into 7-0 here.
But the game clock is going
just
as well.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's going down too.
Also unbeaten. One of the top-heavy teams there in the NFC, aren't there? Packers and Saints.
Ball start. Offense. This penalty is also declined. It's still 4th down.
We're going to play this game. Right. So the Patriots took an intentional. Look at Belichick. He can't even hold it back. So they took an intentional delay of the game. The Jets declined it. Then they had a guy intentionally false start, and the Jets declined that one also. Bill couldn't do anything but laugh.
Look at John Perry. Yeah, the next one, I can guarantee they're going to be talking about 15 yards.
That is great. Oh, Bill Belichick.
God, that's what I remember. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen happen in real time. I used to, man, before moving to Florida, and I think pre-COVID. Okay, let's just say this: ever since Brady left the Pats, I have not been as motivated to watch Patriots games. It's just It's just a fact of life. I watch a lot of football, but I actively avoid watching the Patriots because it's just too hard to watch them suck ass right now. So I watch actually good football games. That being said, that particular moment is like the pinnacle of like my football life right there. Just watching that shit, watching Bill Belichick troll the Jets makes it just that is why I watch every single game. When it was Brady, what?
What if he goes to the Jets? What if that's the mystery team that they've been talking about?
No, he's not going to the. Well, that actually would be pretty good. Jay.
That would be legit because he has Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
No, not just that, but it's a storybook ending, Jay. Think about it, because it's not just Aaron Rodgers. It's the fact that he could actually get the all-time win record as the head coach of the Jets.
Holy shit.
Although I don't think they're going to fire Robert Saleh because just in spite of losing Aaron Rodgers, he did a pretty good job of winning some pretty big games against teams they had no business beating.
That's true. That is very true.
I can't if they fired him a lot of in this time, Jay, like if it weren't obviously for the genocide of all Gazans, according to the corporate news and progressive activists, if it weren't for them, if they only fired Robert Saleh after what he did, they would cry Islamophobia, and then they literally be flying jets into the Jets stadium. We all know that this is what would happen.
Oh man. But I mean, we know he's not done because even in the press conference, we know he's not done because he's going to be the way that they were talking about his future, and he can't. Kraft was talking about he can't wait to see what he's going to be doing later on, all that kind of stuff as well. Just hints that there's somewhere lined up that we're going to see next season, and it's going to be.
There was on the locals chat, I saw Rory Metzger says, funny that Bill Belichick ended his Patriot career with a loss to the Jets. Interestingly enough, you know how, Jay, how Tom Brady actually finished his career as a Patriot player?
No.
He threw a fucking pick six. Literally the last play of Tom Brady's career in the Patriots uniform, he threw a pick six to a Tennessee Titan player in the wild card round of the playoffs, and they ran it back in for a touchdown. That is how Brady unceremoniously ended his Patriots career. In terms of like storybook endings, that honestly, that's karma right there, because when you get like 6 Super Bowl wins and you end it on that, man, I just got to take it on the chin, right, Jay? I know how to take many things on the chin.
You do?
But I do. So I'm actually going to pull up you fucking found it. God damn it, Jay. I literally had it pulled up.
Halloween party.
No, Jay, pause it. I got a better video, okay? God damn it. Oh, there's a Suicide Squad video game? That's dope. Okay. Looks dope AF. All right, so here's Bill Belichick.
We're trying to, from a team standpoint, we're trying to have a Halloween party.
Good idea.
So
You're not interested in that, are you? In what?
Halloween party. Well, this is what it is. We're
dressed as the devil.
No, that's what we're doing. Well, hey, you might win the damn prize. Trying to, get us a little DJ, get us a roller rink, and have us a good night. But like I said, you're more than welcome or whatnot.
I'm sure if you invite the coaches, they'll all be there.
You think they would? Yeah. Okay.
But if you don't want them,
no. I was just because it's like, for instance, Halloween. I mean, we don't go out no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we still have that.
It's a great holiday.
Yeah,
it's
you
a
know
great
what I'm saying?
holiday.
So we're
candy and costume.
Yeah.
How can you beat that?
Right.
That's so good. y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. Oh my God,
Holy
Eddie's on the
shit.
roller skate. It's so good. Might be one of the funniest fucking videos of all time. One of the funniest fucking videos that they could have come up with. Honestly, Jay, it doesn't get any better than that. I know that like we're talking a lot about Bill Belichick. I don't really have any memories of Nick Saban or I've always rooted against Nick Saban, except for the last game because I wanted them to beat Michigan. And then Jay, you and I were watching together. He fucking on a 4th down play in overtime did a fucking QB draw straight up on a play that went nowhere. What the fuck kind of play call was that?
That was absolutely fucking insane. The guy just went straight into the ass. He went
right into the dog pile.
Right
Fucking
into the
stupid.
dog pile. And then Kevin somewhere he has this really good stat. Saban is 6 of 9 natties, and Belichick is 6 of 9 Super Bowls. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's very, very nice.
It doesn't even you actually realize that Belichick actually has 2 more Super Bowl rings, but he has it as defensive coordinator for the Giants. So have you heard of the Bill Belichick double agent theory? This is actually, by the way, one of my favorite things. I'm so glad that we actually are talking about Belichick, because the Bill Belichick double agent theory is a very popular like conspiracy theory of the early 2010s. So there was a popular theory that he could find outside voices, basically. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me explain the double agent theory. This is on a Reddit post that maybe won't show up. Okay. Let's go through this. Give me 1 second while I pull this up. So let's get autistic, shall we? Said, what is your favorite NFL conspiracy theory? This guy from 10 years ago, Jay, 10 years ago, says, my personal favorite is the Bill Belichick double agent theory. It involves several ex-Patriot players and coaches who blow up their new teams, mostly AFC teams. Get ready for this. So he found the original. It goes much deeper than that. Target New York Jets. Bill Belichick does not like the New York Jets. This much you must know. The Jets originally gave him the head coaching job in 1997, but then pulled it out from under him when they were able to pry Bill Parcells from New England, busting Bill Belichick's back to assistant. As an assistant under Parcells, Belichick's contract gave him the Jets head coaching job if Parcells resigned. Parcells did just that in 1999, unexpectedly, so he could step into the Jets front office and lock his talented assistant into the job before he had any opportunity to interview elsewhere, namely New England. Or at least that's how I interpret the history. Now, here's where things get interesting. Belichick did not take kindly to Parcells' attempt to manipulate his career, so he humiliated the Jets. At the press conference to announce him as the new head coach of the Jets, he quit as head coach of the Jets. Well played. Then he took the head job with the Patriots, even though he was still under contract with the Jets. The Patriots were forced to give the Jets a first-round pick as compensation. Belichick allowed this so the Jets would think they had the upper hand. Then he baited. His first season in New England, the Patriots went 5-11. Meanwhile, the Jets, coached by Al Grohl, were 9-7 and beat the Patriots twice by a combined score of 54-36. The trap was set, and Belichick commenced humiliating the Jets on the field. From 2001 to 2004, the Patriots finished with the best record in AFC East every season and won 3 Super Bowls. Meanwhile, the Jets went on a mediocre 35-29 record and had 3 forgettable playoff exits. But something inside Belichick, a jet black soul and a hankering for evil, perhaps, told him that was not enough, that the Jets had not suffered enough for what they had done to him. So he pulled his young defensive assistant, Eric Mangini, aside from the 2005 season and convinced him to join his plot to destroy the Jets, only this time from within. This is how I imagine the conversation may have gone. Belichick, Eric, speak with me. Belichick says this while stroking a hairless cat in a gray hoodie and sitting on a throne in his volcano top lair. Mangini, yes, master. Belichick, I want you to take the Jets head coaching job and destroy them all from the inside, piece by piece, until there is nothing left but to throw people off the scent. But we will pretend we dislike each other. Also, your first season will be a great success. Then the destruction will begin. Mangini, yes, master, yes. They both laugh maniacally, although Belichick's laugh is far more maniacal. We could keep going, but
oh my god, it's each target as well. Like,
yeah. So we let it continue happening. Anytime that the Patriots player, Patriots coach went to another team, that they would destroy them from the inside. So Josh McDaniels, a perfect example. He went ahead and coached the Denver Broncos, destroyed them from within, and then he went and coached the Las Vegas Raiders and destroyed them from within.
and they also convinced the Raiders to take Garoppolo as well.
Yeah. So if you think about it, the arms are long. Like, basically, Belichick has his hands in everything.
Fuck. I wonder what he's going to do now.
I don't know, but still, if you have time, go look up the Bill Belichick double agent theory. I just love the one about the Jets because if you remember at that time, like, that was a very fierce rivalry. Like, usually, obviously, I don't know if you know this, Jay, but like every Boston team and New York team hates each other. Do you know this?
Yeah.
You know this?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so I hate every New York team with a fiery passion. But I have so many friends who are New York fans, so we love to talk shit and we have a good time. But it is particularly hilarious when they are Jets fans because I've never seen them more miserable than when the Jets are playing. Ask and find if you have any friends who are Jets fans in your life, just ask them how they're doing.
Right.
It's always don't fucking talk to me about the fucking Jets. As long as I talk about the Jets, my life's great.
But now you have this evil against the Patriots.
What do you mean?
I mean, what if now he takes this evil like he did against all of these targets?
So you want to hear the thing? So this is the interesting thing. There is another target, and I think it was I don't know if it's actually in here. Oh, this is it. This little section here. If we're also doing Belichick conspiracies, I would posit that since the Giants gave Belichick his first coordinator job and his first 2 Super Bowl rings, he has a soft spot for them and whatever it is that approximates his heart. So when he came up against them in Super Bowl 42 with a chance to have the first 19-0 season in NFL history, he not only told his defensive line to let Eli slip away from a sack that may have ended the game, but he got together with David Tyree before the game and told him about the play beforehand. David Tyree was born in New Jersey in 1980, only a few short miles away from Giants Stadium. Less than a year earlier, Bill Belichick joined the New York Giants as a special teams coach. What I'm saying is David Tyree is Bill Belichick's son. Why do you think Tyree never made another catch after that one? He assured his place in NFL history in exchange for never revealing his true father to the world. So good. Everything about it.
Oh my god, that is insane. Can you imagine if that was actually, oh my god.
Yeah. I love how we talked about this for like almost 69 minutes. This is honestly the best 200th episode we've ever done.
No, it really was. I mean, and it's a good goodbye to Bill Belichick for his time at the Patriots, especially how much he gave to you as a fan for being a Patriots fan, for being able to be as cocky and disgusting as you could be to everyone else, knowing that you're the best.
You know what's so weird though is I was never more miserable than when the Patriots lost. In the Brady era Patriots, I was fucking fuming when they lost. I was like anytime, like not even just the Super Bowl or in the playoffs. Like if they lost a regular season game, I'd be fucking heated. I'd be like, how the fuck could they lose that game? They're so fucking stupid. Yeah. So now I've learned to just be numbed by the pain. So
right.
Because you can only be so mad. You can only have that energy to stay mad for so long. I don't have the energy to do that.
And now I'm a diehard Miami Dolphins fan. I'm not going to be I'm not going to fool myself. There's no way we're going to get to the Super Bowl. I'll be surprised if they win their playoff game. Absolutely surprised. But the thing I see as the most delusional fans in my life are Cowboy fans. They're the most delusional fucks ever. More so than Eagles fans. More so than I mean, because like you were saying, you talk to a Jets fan, they know they're a Jets fan.
Yeah.
They know they fucking suck. But you talk to a Cowboys fan every fucking year, they're like, oh, we're going to get it. We're going to win this. This is our fucking year. Yeah, Dak Prescott or whoever the fuck else was the quarterback he's the man. Watch what's going to happen. Watch what's going to happen.
You catch on quick, Habibi. You figured out Cowboys fans pretty easily.
It's the most funny thing to see because then you see them just break down and cry by middle of the season. And also when they get kicked out of the playoffs.
Fuzzy Dunlop says, enough with the love letter to Bill Belichick. Get back to normal gay stuff. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Jay?
I am absolutely.
Yeah, you know we're doing it. We had to. For a 200th episode, we had to do it. You think we would give up? You think
this one goes out to Fuzzy and his mom?
This one goes out to Fuzzy and his mom. Thank Fuzzy. We're so glad you could tune in for our 200th episode. I know he's going to clip that shit.
Thank you, Miss Fuzzy. I'm doing her favorite move too.
Which one? Oh, the playing with the nips. It's a good move. It's a good move, Jay.
And the tongue move.
Yes, not everyone in the chat's going to be like, wait, what the fuck did I tune in to watch?
We're going to get another strike on Twitch.
That's right. Do you think the Twitch is aware of all the tasteful nudity?
Right. Well, I mean, it was so funny because they were like, "Oh, you can do artistic nudity," and then they took that away, and then they took away the censored nudity, and then it's a fucking shit show.
Hey, so Jay, since we're on the subject of football, let's talk playoffs real quick because we got a Super Wildcard Weekend coming up, and yeah, we just turned to a sports podcast. So go fuck yourselves, Habibis. I don't give a shit. This is actually, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I got into media because I wanted to do sports broadcasting. I actually am fucking like legit a nerd when it comes to a lot of shit. And I have like insane recall with a lot of these games. So coming up this weekend, we got Super Wildcard Weekend. Oh, thank you for pulling that up, Jay. Or was that Ben? No, it was definitely Jay because Ben can't do his job because he's fucking fired. Jay, I can't believe we've kept him on for so long. In any event, so to start off the weekend of games, we got the Cleveland Browns playing at Houston, who took the NFC South crown in the final week of the season. The Houston Texans, where we have a rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud, taking on a revitalized and well-rested, at least from several years of what seemed to be retirement, Joe Flacco.
Absolutely insane. Since he came back, he's had 300 plus yards, and I think it's something like 12 touchdowns or something like that. It's been absolutely insane to watch. The guy got off his couch.
Yeah.
Got off of daddy duty, taking his kids to school and all that kind of shit. Came into the NFL and dominated and just started dominating over and over again.
Bro.
Absolutely. He's one of my favorite stories on someone to root for in winning the whole thing.
Yeah. I love how this turned into a sports like basically just the episode talking about the NFL. So who's your pick on this one? Do you think
Browns?
I think the Browns take this one too. I think Joe Flacco is going to be the X factor here. I actually don't think it's going to be a close game. I think the Browns are going to get their first playoff win. And how I actually don't know how many years. Maybe they got. When was the last time the Cleveland Browns won a playoff game?
That was with
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
That's right.
Won.
He broke the drought.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a big deal, and then they got rid of him.
Yeah, that was really fucked up.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up. But
yeah,
the Cleveland defense.
2020 they did their first playoff win in 26 years.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a wild card win against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what was the final score? I don't even know what the final score was.
Joe Flacco is elite.
It was 48-37 at Heinz Field. Joe Flacco is elite. I actually think that this actually has a lot of time. It feels a lot like the 2013-2014 season, because during that time, 10 years ago, you had the Ravens, you had the Harbaugh Bowl. Jim Harbaugh coaching the 49ers, John Harbaugh coaching the Ravens. Ravens win. I feel like we're going to get sort of a run like that, but I think it's going to be Joe Flacco who's going to take the Browns to the promised land. That's like they're like a team of destiny, right? I don't know if I say like on paper that they're the best team in the NFL, but I feel like they're catching fire at just the right time. And
they really are.
It would kick so much ass if Joe Flacco leads the Browns to a Super Bowl, considering the past between the two of those.
That would be amazing. But since you brought up Jim Harbaugh, the one thing that you guys should go and look into is the rivalry between Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll. It's a big legit. Rivalry. It is legit.
Oh yeah, because he was a coach of the Niners. That's right.
Well, not only that, even before in college as well.
Really?
Yeah, okay. It goes back to their time in college football, and Jim hated him so much that I forget who was the team, but after they lost to the 49ers, I think it was the Seahawks. Jim Harbaugh in his car drove next to the bus and start honking at the bus and calling them losers.
It was
or some shit like that.
It was when Jim Harbaugh was at Stanford.
Absolutely amazing stuff. And then we got my Miami Dolphins against the Kansas City Chiefs.
That one I'm excited to see.
Right.
What do you think is going to happen?
Well, if the Kansas City Chiefs don't turn around, I don't think they're ever going to turn around, and I think they could lose this game against the Dolphins. It's a very big possibility because their defense is really not there, and there is complete misconnect between Patrick Mahomes and his weapons that he has right now. I mean, even though there's not a lot, and I think Tyreek Hill is going to go off on this, and I think Tua and Tyreek are really going to want to staple Tyreek Hill in trying to reach his 2,000 yards.
He would have reached 2,000 yards if he wouldn't have like some key drops, man.
Yes, he would have. But there is a problem though, because Tyreek Hill does have an ankle injury, and he hasn't been at 100% for the last 2 weeks. So we're going to see how that plays off here. And Travis Kelce is still getting pegged by Taylor Swift, and he's really dropped off a lot. I mean, Laporta for the Lions, I think, has the most touchdowns by a tight end.
You have the biggest hard on for Laporta. It's hilarious.
Man, after I found out this is his rookie season, it is absolutely insane that he is not in the conversation for rookie of the year.
He should, because CJ Stroud balled out. If anything, what should happen is I think Laporta should have gotten the nod for All-Pro over Travis Kelce. I don't think Travis Kelce was a better tight end than Laporta was this season. Because you know how every position every position in the NFL, there's like literally the best player in the NFL.
Here's the stats.
And at that position, that's what all pro is. Travis Kelce got the all pro stat, and I don't think he was deserving of it.
He doesn't deserve it. And here are the stats for it. I mean, Sam Laporta has 17 games played with 10 touchdowns. He has 10 touchdowns as a tight end. Next to him is Hunter Henry with 6. David Nakua has 6. Kettle has 6. Mark Andrews has 6. Cole Kmet has 6. And then you get Travis Kelce with 5.
And Kelce isn't even a good blocker, man. He's
a
verified wide receiver.
That's exactly what he is. He's not.
And also, those Pfizer commercials suck ass.
Absolutely suck ass. They are that's the reason why he's absolute fucking garbage.
It's because he's vaxxed.
Yep. Twice vaxxed.
18th booster vax. All right. So next up we got all right. So my gut feeling is that just based on weather, I think the Chiefs are going to win just because I think they have a strong running game, but I'll be rooting for the Dolphins. Bills Steelers. I feel like this is pretty easy. Bills are a more complete team than the Steelers are. Steelers only got in because for some reason the Ravens decided to bench all their players. So the Steelers are clearly the odd man out here.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think that they have been balling out the last 2 games.
But the last game, Jay, they played against the reserves on the Ravens. It's not like Lamar Jackson started.
I know. I understand that, but they have a chip on their shoulder. They really do, especially the head coach with the. I mean, yeah, he has the most winning seasons, but they really don't have a lot to show for it.
It's not quality.
So it's not quality. But the thing with the Bills is that you're going to have Josh Allen have 10 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. That's what's going to happen. And so it's going to like Josh Allen. He balls out all the fucking time. He does it despite turning the fucking ball over all the fucking time.
Yeah,
it is an amazing thing.
I think he threw the most picks this season out of any quarterback that played a majority of the games this season. So Packers are playing at the Cowboys in Dallas. I think
I want the Packers to win because I fuck the Cowboys.
But I like the Packers to win too, but I think the Cowboys are going to win just because they're much, much better than they were in the last couple of years. But then again, they're the Cowboys, so literally anything's going to happen. So I'm just going to call and say
they could choke. Because the thing is that the Cowboys are undefeated at home this season.
No, they're not undefeated at home this season, are they?
They're undefeated at home this season.
No, really?
Yep. And I mean, they're due for a loss at home, and maybe it's going to be against the Packers. Maybe it could be. I mean, Jordan Love these past like 4 or 5 games have really revitalized the Packers offense. He's showcasing why he could become the next franchise quarterback for the Packers.
Which is crazy great luck for the Packers if you think about it. That'll be 3 fucking franchise quarterbacks in a row.
Right.
That's insane.
Right. And only 1 ring to show for it. But
no, you have Aaron Rodgers.
Oh no, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre has 1.
So 2
rings to show for
2 rings to show for it. And the thing that's going to really dictate this game is if the Cowboys defense decides to show up, because they do have a lot of great defense and defensive players.
Defense wins championships. I think on the whole, Dallas has just a far and away better defense than the Packers. I think that's going to be a fun battle to watch. Jordan Love against Micah Parsons. I personally think the Cowboys are going to win just on that matchup alone. Because if you just get Jordan Love off his rhythm, I think the Packers fall apart.
Yeah,
that's and we one of the more intriguing games is the Sunday night wild card round, Sunday night game between the Los Angeles Rams visiting the Detroit Lions, which is a wonderful mashup, Jay. If you think about it, you can't actually get a better script than this. You have Miami traveling to Kansas City, where Tyreek is facing his old team. Then you have Mike McCarthy of the Cowboys, head coach of the Cowboys, playing against his old team in the Packers. And then you have not only Jared Goff, but you also have Matt Stafford, both of them respectively playing against their old teams.
Yes.
That's pretty fucking wild if you think about it. In a single weekend of playoff action, you couldn't write a better script than that. And honestly, this is the most exciting game because it's so like emotional. I mean, you have fucking Matt Stafford play for the Lions for 10 years. Like that's not he was the franchise quarterback for 10 years. And then in his first season on a different team, he wins a Super Bowl. And then the Lions are hosting their first playoff game since what, like 1993?
Yeah, 1993. And it's got to be a hard one for the Lions, especially when you watch Lions fans talk about Stafford. They love the guy. They do love the guy. They don't. It's a hard one for him because of like how much he put into the Lions when they were so shitty.
Yeah,
they were so fucking crap, and the guy showed up over and over again because Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback.
He's a G.
He is a good elite quarterback, and this is going to be a really fun one to watch. You're really going to want to root for either team. You want to root for the Lions because they've never been here for fucking years on years, and their head coach is a
30
baller.
31 years. They haven't hosted a playoff game in 31 years.
And their head coach is a baller. He is.
You guys should go. Actually, Jay, I don't know if you watched this with us. We watched Bye Barry Bye, the Barry Sanders documentary. It's actually really good. It was actually I forgot how fucking good Barry Sanders was. I don't know what it was, but if you watch any of his runs, dude, you think like the guy just like he had a stick on him and it could just never fall. Like the dude just could never. You could never bring the guy down, even if you thought you had him down. He'd like do that fucking massive legs, massive arms. He'd plant one, get back up, keep running. That's a fucking superhuman right there.
I need to go back and watch some of the greats.
Jay, it's on Prime. It's on Prime. Go watch it on Prime. The Bye.
Yeah, I'll watch that. I'll probably watch it tonight. But one of my favorite highlight reels to watch is the guy from the Ravens, the guy who was like so dominant. And I don't think he won a ring, but he was like a really dominant defensive player that would.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, just like run through people and destroy them.
Also was considered an accomplice in a murder. I don't know.
I would have put it past that guy. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Colbert 69 mentions Ray Rice. Do you remember the Ray Rice saga?
No. What was that? Ray
Rice, he was really good running back on the Baltimore Ravens. And like a decade ago, elevator video camera footage, like first of all, a police report was filed. I think Ray Rice was either arrested or cited, but there was a domestic dispute between Ray Rice and his fiance, and what ended up happening is they had a elevator camera footage caught Ray Rice slapping the shit out of his fiance, like just straight up like knocking her out, and so. It was one of those things where like, holy shit, did that really just happen? And everyone's like, well, is he going to ever play again? And he hasn't. But that is who I think Rory thought that you were referring to. But yeah, Ray Lewis won 2 rings, Super Bowl MVP. I guess that's what they wanted to dispute you against.
Yeah. Well, I just started watching football. All right.
This is it. So Colbert 69 said Ray Lewis wasn't involved, but somehow had the victim's blood all over his suit. Yeah, that was what it was.
Holy shit. Oh man. And then the last game that nobody really gives a shit about is the Eagles and Buccaneers. But looking at this, what if the mystery team is the Buccaneers and Bill Belichick goes back to the Buccaneers, Tom Brady comes out of retirement, and they go win one more?
That would be fucking epic. So epic.
I mean, holy shit. I mean, because the Buccaneers head coach is absolute garbage. Every time I see the guy, I'm like, how is this guy a head coach? The guy has like no charisma whatsoever. The guy doesn't. Yeah, usually doesn't.
He's more of a defensive mind. He's much better as a defensive coordinator. He was really good defensive coordinator on the Jets, and then he got promoted to head coach, and that's where everything went to shit.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, it's been absolute shit. I mean, it's a good story for Baker Mayfield. I like Baker. I like the stories that come with sports, and I think that's why like American sports and American sport movies and stuff have always done so well, because there's a certain
American
appeal.
sports in general are very popular around the world because of the storylines. You can't write better scripts than that. Really,
no, you can't.
The dramatization and the romanticization of sports really is unmatched around the world. You don't get this when you watch sports in the UK. You know, it's a fucking dry ass delivery. They're trying to, like to the credit of a lot of broadcasters covering soccer or the Premier League, they're actually doing a better job of inserting some of that American drama into soccer.
Yeah.
So that's why it's actually I think that's why it's picked up steam in the what's it called in the US. What are we looking at here? Just a bracket of the
I want to so after these it's the divisional. Okay.
Yeah, so wild card, then divisional. Divisional is 4 games, 8 teams. So Bills, and so the Bills will take on probably the Chiefs. Browns will play the Ravens. I think if it's Bills Chiefs, I think Bills they'll play in Buffalo, which is something they didn't do in the past. They only played in Kansas City. I think the Bills take that specifically because they have home field advantage and they know how to play in that cold, unlike Kansas City. And then Browns, Ravens. I honestly think the Browns pull off the upset.
I that's what I hope for. I really hope that we can see that happening, because that would be nuts. Because the Ravens have been absolutely fucking dominant.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson deserves the MVP. Absolutely deserves it.
And then on the other side, the winner. What the fuck? Jay. Who do you have watching your streams?
I have no idea. None.
What did you highlight that one?
Yeah. Can you both lift up your arms and see how high you can stretch?
I'm gonna call an adult. Okay, let's quickly go through this, Jay. So Cowboys then would take on the Rams, and I think. Oh,
you think the Rams take it? You think the Rams are going to beat the Lions?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I think the Rams beat the Lions in Detroit. I don't think Detroit is letting Stafford out there with a loss.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, the one thing that Goff really sucks at is if you pressure him and you get to him, I mean, the whole game's done.
Yeah.
It's very, he's not a guy
he's
who can,
easily rattled. He's easily rattled.
yes, he doesnly get out of a hole easily. I mean, if he comes over, I can show him how to get out of a hole easily. We'll use Fuzzy's mom as reference.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that'll work out
I
well.
can show him. I
All
can
right,
do that.
so you got Cowboys Rams. I actually say that the Rams beat the Cowboys. I'd say that would be the one upset. I think the Rams are actually that good. They are one of these teams that actually can fucking their offense is pretty lethal.
No, it
Okay.
could be.
Eagles Bucks. Who do you think's gonna take that one?
Man, I hope the Eagles lose. Fuck them. They've been in shambles the last 2 games. They're absolute garbage. They're absolute garbage. I mean, the Buccaneers are garbage too, but yeah. I think the Eagles are going to take that one. I mean, the Buccaneers are going to take that one.
I think the Bucks are going to take that one too, and then the Niners are going to take that one. So you have Niners, Rams. I think Niners, Rams, NFC Championship. You'd have a Browns, Bills, and a AFC Championship. So Browns, Bills, and then you have Rams, Niners. I'd say we're going to get Niners and Browns
in the Super Bowl.
And then from that, honestly, I think Browns are going to win.
Man, that's the most insane story because the Browns have never won a Super Bowl, have they?
No, they've never won the Super Bowl.
They have never won the Super Bowl. And imagine that they get a guy off the couch to come in and absolutely fucking dominate. Oh my God, that would be amazing to watch. That
49ers, the Kobiaks on Rumble says 49ers would crush the Browns. Well, you know who the 49ers lost to in the Super Bowl 10 years ago? That's right, baby. To Joe fucking Flacco.
Yeah, they did. They did lose to Joe Flacco. But
and Rory says they've never actually been to one. They've never won the Super Bowl. They've also never been to one.
Oh man. This would be legit. I personally would like to see Purdy win the Super Bowl. No. I think Purdy's story is a great story too.
He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it.
I know you hate it. You hate his story.
Game manager. He's a game manager. He is not. He is a decent quarterback surrounded by incredibly talented weapons.
Well, I hope he wins. And I still think I do think the Lions are going to beat the Rams. I do think that's going to happen. We'll see. Hopefully, if the guy was able to get the guy's attention to say that he is that's the international sign.
Rub my titties. I don't know. Dust it
all right. So we
give me CPR. Give me use a defibrillator.
You guys heard it here. It's going to be a Super Bowl between the Browns and the 49ers.
Browns taking it all. Would you take that one? You would say not. You pick Niners in that battle, right?
At the end, I would pick the Niners at the end, but still want Flacco to win. Like I know 49ers are going to win, but I would be pumped if Flacco won it though, and I would want a documentary series on that whole fucking thing. I want a movie made about it, about a fucking and we'll make it even worse.
We would actually need
in my mind it is not just like this humble Flacco who's like been training, trying to get on. No, in my mind, it's a deadbeat dad who's yearning for his what's it called? His golden years, and it's going to be played by Adam Sandler. Adam, call me. We can get this script together. Nice and easy. It would be it would be a great movie comeback for you too.
I love it. Man, we went way over time, but we're glad we finally got all that in for this our 200th episode of Habibi Power Hour, which Talked a lot more about sports than it ever did about politics. At least for tonight. You get something different. You get something that shows you that we have range, right, Jay? We have range.
Rory Metzer coming in. You know who else is a game manager? Joe Flacco.
Fuck out of here. Rory banned. I feel weird even defending Joe Flacco because I would be like, Joe Flacco's not elite when he was on the Ravens. And then he went and had that fucking ridiculous run in 2013, 2014 playoffs. So I don't talk any more shit about Joe Flacco.
Yeah, he is fucking elite. It's a great story to watch. It really is. I'm so pumped for this weekend for sports. Yay, sports!
Yay!
I'm gonna go get an NFL hat for when we do the streams.
Yeah. Actually, if you wait like until tomorrow, I can just give you your NFL hat right here.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I got it for you for your birthday.
Oh, Habibi.
Yeah, I just never had a chance to present it to you. I just kind of fucking ruined it for me, Jay.
Well, I didn't ruin it for you. It's not like I was gonna go out and get it like right now. Still got like until Saturday, and I was gonna see you tomorrow, anyways. I think.
Anyways, Habibis, we hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll be back. Jay, are you going to be? No, you're just. I think for the purposes of this weekend, we should just enjoy football. No streaming, just watch. So enjoy the games, Habibis. We love you. Hope you all have a great weekend of NFL football, Super Wildcard Weekend. We will be back on Tuesday for our next episode of Habibi Power Hour. Anything crazy happens, we'll be there to cover it and make.
Like World War III, because we're just bombing the Houthis. But anyways, Habibi, sleep tight.
Love you. I've been Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
We'll see you next time. Peace it. Messalama.